Welcome to the final episode of the Ultimate Guide to Facebook Advertising. In the past, we've talked about the structure of a Facebook advertising campaign, so campaigns, ad sets, and ads. We've talked about marketing objectives and what the different marketing objectives are during the creation of a Facebook ad campaign. We've talked about ad sets and how you have the ability to really target almost anybody within that ad set. Today we take on that last part, ads. So the first thing that Facebook's going to ask when you create a new ad online is whether you want to use a new or existing post. Today we're going to concentrate on creating new ads. After that, Facebook is going to ask you what the page or account is you want to use to advertise from. So Facebook and Instagram are on the same ad network, so you do need to have a Facebook page, but you don't have to have an Instagram account. If you are doing Instagram advertising though, I do recommend you having an Instagram account because you're going to have people seeing ads on Instagram for your business. You want them to be able to go look for your business on Instagram. If they don't use Facebook and they just use Instagram, you want to give them that opportunity since you're showing that ad on Instagram. So there are really 5 different types of Facebook ads. They have the single image, the single video, the carousel, the slideshow, and the canvas. So those are really the 5 different types. We're going to talk about each one individually. We'll start out with the single image ad. So the single image ad basically has one image and then some text above and below it. Now, on a single image ad, you can use many photos, but in essence what it does is it creates different ads. For Facebook, you want that image to be 1200 pixels wide by 628 pixels tall. On Instagram, you want the perfect 1200 pixels square. Now, if you are advertising on both Facebook and Instagram, you want to create separate ads for each one of those ads. So the next part is the photos can't have more than 20% of text in the actual photo content. So you want to make sure that you are taking as much of the text out of the photo and using that to surround the existing ad. So what we like to do is we like to create a powerful image surrounded by text. Now previously Facebook would just deny any ads that had more than 20%. Right now what they do is they slow down how many people see that ad. So if you have more than 20%, you'll get significantly less impressions and reach than you would if you have no text in the ad itself. So what we do is we recommend this powerful image surrounded by text. You have the ad text, which is above it. Really, there's no limit to that text. Then you have the headline below the image, and you have a newsletter description. The headline and newsletter description only show up on Facebook desktop feed. Next, it's going to ask you if you want to specify a website link. There's very few occasions when I would say you don't need to do that. Overall, you really want to send people to your website. It increases the size of the ad, it drives web traffic, it helps you create an audience via Facebook remarketing. So there's really not a lot of instances in which I would recommend not using a Facebook or a website link on your Facebook ad. Once you choose that you want to include a website link, it's going to ask you for a couple other things. It's going to ask you for the actual website URL that you want to send it to. It can be a long URL, it could be a short URL. It's going to ask you for a display URL. That's the pretty version, the browser-friendly version. So maybe it's just your domain, so maybe boxlessmedia.com. It's going to ask you for a headline. So the headline and description show up only in the desktop feed ads, but they dramatically increase the size of your ads, so I recommend you using them. It's going to actually ask you for a call to action button, so there's a lot of different options you can choose from that. And then it also allows you to do URL tracking within website links. After the website link, Facebook asks you to specify or tag any branded content that's within your ad. So this is something new that happened within the last few months within Facebook. What they do is they say now that if you are selling someone else's product or using someone else's product within your ad, you have to tag that other company. Finally, the last option for the single image ad is conversion tracking through the Facebook pixel. And if you are a professional running Facebook ads, you have to be using the Facebook pixel, and you should be using conversion tracking. If you're not a professional, you need to learn how to do that because it really dramatically improves the impact of your advertising campaigns. Next, let's talk about the single video ad. This is ad type number 2. So what you can do is you can have a video, you can post it on Facebook, so you can either use a video that was previously posted on Facebook, or you can post it as part of the ad process. You can also use third-party hosted videos. So say for instance you have a video on YouTube, you can bring that into Facebook advertising. Where is that really applicable is if you have a YouTube video and you want to try to get more views on your YouTube video, you can actually advertise a YouTube video and it would show views on the actual YouTube platform. The formatting for a single video should be QuickTime MP4 or GIF. It should be shot at 720p with a 16 to 9 aspect ratio, and the file size should be no greater than 2.3 gigabytes. On Instagram, you have 60 seconds for that video. On Facebook, you have 60 minutes. Once you post that video, you can go ahead and add the titles, the subtitles, and even tags to that video. After you do that, Facebook is going to ask you those same last couple of questions for all the other ads. So, do you want to add a link to it? Do you have branded content within that video? And do you want to do tracking through the Facebook pixel? The next type of Facebook ad is the carousel ad. The carousel ad is something new that came up about a year ago or a year and a half ago for Facebook. And what it is it's a horizontally scrolling ad where you can put together different slides or panels. And you can order those slides and panel either by a sequence. You can do like a panoramic picture and spread it across panels. You can incorporate both pictures and videos. You can choose, you can let Facebook either choose what's the most popular panel and show it in that order, or you can set up an order by yourself. It's really a cool option if you have a store and you're showing a lot of different products. Say for instance you're running a conference and you want to show different speakers, a carousel ad is a really cool option. It gives the user a little bit of experience so they can actually get involved with your ad, they can scroll through your ad and see different pictures, so carousel ads are actually pretty cool. The next type of ad is the slideshow ad. So a slideshow ad lets you take 10 pictures, upload them to Facebook, and Facebook will make a short video. So what you do there is you upload those pictures, or you choose the pictures from your photo gallery, and then Facebook will go ahead and make that slideshow. You add links, you tag any branded content, you specify the tracking parameters, and you're ready to move with a slideshow ad. Finally, the last type of ad is a Facebook Canvas ad, which is a little bit different than any of the other ads we've talked about before. It's really meant for the mobile device only, and really it's an experience. It's not really an ad in that what it does, it gives you so many more options. So most Facebook ads, you see it on a phone, or you see it on your computer screen or a tablet screen, and it's a static ad. The Canvas lets you have a little bit more of an experience to it, lets you combine buttons, carousels, photos, text blocks, videos, location finders, even headers, all into one experience, so the user can go through different screens and experience more of your brand. It basically launches from a post or an ad that's in mobile. Like I said, it's much more than just an ad. It's a little bit complicated to set up, but it's extremely effective and very cool in terms of the ad experience right now. So those are the 5 different types of Facebook ads. Congratulations, you've really finished the ultimate guide to Facebook advertising. What I want you to do is check out the free ebook that covers this entire course. You can also check out our YouTube channel for the full course as well. We've got a playlist that you can go through the different classes 1 through 5, and then check back because we're going to do similar classes and similar guides on Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn advertising. So just some things to think about before you place your first advertising campaign, or at least your next Facebook advertising campaign. What you want to do first is define your audience or your customer. Then you need to find them online. So if they're on Facebook, you need to use the Facebook advertising network. If they're on Instagram, you use the Facebook advertising network. If they're on Twitter, you need to look into that. If they're in LinkedIn, you need to look at that. So find your audience, define them, figure out who that perfect customer is, find them online, and then create compelling content and ads to convert them into customers.